live in Orlando is rocking as we usher in a November to remember. Welcome to another action-packed hour of NXT. Alongside Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson, I'm Mauro Ranallo, and we continue to set the table this week for what is going to be another tasty takeover event in Houston 2 weeks from this Saturday, only on the WWE Network.
Well, that's right, Mauro, and after being called out last week by Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT champion Drew McIntyre did not mince words in response to Andrade on Twitter. But as you can see, General Manager William Regal responded in dramatic fashion by announcing that Drew McIntyre and Andrade Cien Almas will do battle for the NXT Championship at TakeOver Houston.
A major announcement indeed, and later tonight, McIntyre and Almas will meet face-to-face to make their NXT Championship match at TakeOver official.
Of course, let's not forget about the NXT Tag Team Championships, because the Authors of Pain challenge Sanity in our main event here tonight.
The following contest is a women's division match scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Tainara Conti.
22-year-old judoka, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ace from Rio de Janeiro, Tainara Conti.
She's a bad girl, man. Let's not forget she's a black belt in judo as well. She's very talented. She utilizes those strikes.
If you do forget, she will remind you.
And her opponent, representing Sanity, Nikki Cross.
Cross staring intently at the NXT Women's Championship, thinking about even touching it. Maybe you know about the superstitions when it comes to trophies in sports, and Nikki Cross hasn't earned the NXT Women's Championship yet, but it was Tainara Conti who, as a pawn of the Undisputed Era, almost cost Cross an opportunity at vying for the vacant NXT Women's Championship, but we saw what happened in the Battle Royal. Percy, Cross was able to eliminate Conti. She went on to become the winner of said Battle Royal, and she will be in that fatal four-way match at TakeOver Houston.
That's right. Can't wait to see it. Well, speaking of that Battle Royal, Nikki Cross came directly at Tainara. She wasted no time in trying to eliminate her. A little payback in mind for sure.
And now they get to really settle the score in one-on-one competition. Talk about a clash in styles, and Cross immediately with the diving crossbody on Conti, who turns the tables on her, looking for that mount position, but instead it's Cross who has control of Conti.
Cross clearly the aggressor from the start. Conti now running. Just couldn't get away from her though. Again, aggressive Cross. Oh, look at that.
Taking a page out of Fit Finley's playbook as Nikki Cross utilizing the ring while the referee administering the count.
Essentially making Conti's legs inactive. Nothing she can do with her legs.
An illegal move that Nikki Cross milked for the 4 seconds she could get away with it.
Oh, that's brutal.
Counter kick by Conti, allowing herself to get back up to her feet. Here, mat slam by Conti.
Oh, I like it. She's aggressive.
Yeah, not exactly what you see on the BJJ map, but this is NXT, and Conchi gets a quick count.
Interesting she didn't try for a submission there.
I
Mauro.
thought snatching that left arm, that's what she was going to attempt.
Whoa, see that?
Cross.
Oh. Roundhouse kick to the arm by Conchi.
Possibly looking to weaken that arm for a submission attempt. Yes.
Conchi with a double wrist lock on that left arm of Cross.
Just couldn't get
Roll
it
through
extended.
escape by Cross. Oh, and a double thrust to the throat by Nikki Cross. Short arm clothesline.
Having to use a good arm there.
Damage done to that left arm of Nikki Cross.
Now it's Cross looking to do some damage on Conchi, who's now tied to the tree of woe.
Brutal kicks from Cross. Utilizing every one of the referee's count.
Core strength of Conchi on display, although, oh! Scorpion death drop by Cross.
This could be it.
Swinging fisherman neckbreaker by Cross, floats over for the cover, hooks a leg, and Cross settles the score with Tainara Conchi.
Your winner, Nikki Cross.
Let's take a look now. How Cross won this. Dragging Conchi off the top rope, driving her to the mat.
And look at the impact of this fisherman swinging neck breaker. Wow. And that's all she wrote. 1, 2, 3, game over. Victory for Nikki Cross.
Well, Nikki Cross vanquishes Tainara Conchi. 2 weeks from this Saturday, she will be in a fatal four-way with Kairi Sane, Ember Moon, and Peyton Royce. The winner will be the new NXT Women's Champion at TakeOver Houston.
And let's not forget about our main event. There you see Paul Ellering outside the locker room of his Authors of Pain as they prepare to take on Sanity. Later tonight, will the Authors of Pain reclaim the NXT Tag Team Championships? We'll have to wait and see. But coming up, Johnny Gargano looks to get back on his winning ways as he takes on the always impressive Fabian Eichner. Don't go anywhere because Johnny Wrestling is in action next.
Welcome back to NXT, and that is Executioner's Tax, Swing of the Axe we're listening to. One of the official themes for NXT TakeOver Houston. It's off the album Nightmare Logic, available now on iTunes and Spotify. And after last week's Battle Royal to determine the final participant in the NXT Women's Championship match at TakeOver, our WWE.com cameras caught up with Mercedes Martinez following her elimination.
Mercedes, how do you feel about the outcome of tonight's Battle Royal?
I'm a little disappointed. Disappointed that I can't go to TakeOver Houston and go for that NXT Women's title. But you know what? I've been all over the world wrestling and winning all the big matches, except for tonight.
Well, perhaps you could speculate and tell us who you think will be the big winner at TakeOver Houston?
I won't speculate who's going to win, but I will tell you who won't win the match. And that is the person who just can't seem to win those big matches. And that is Ember Moon.
Whoa, tell us how you really feel. strong words towards Ember Moon by a very determined Mercedes Martinez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from South Tyrol, Italy, weighing in at 220 pounds, Fabian Aichner.
He went from competing in the inaugural Cruiserweight Classic to making his NXT TV debut as an agile heavyweight. What a match against Cassius Ohno, and while he may have fallen short, Fabian Aichner really set social media abuzz, and he says he's always looking to take it to the next level.
Well, that's what he calls himself. He says people talk about it all the time, but he lives it. He doesn't believe in being ordinary.
Certainly wasn't an ordinary training. Trained by former WCW alum Alex Wright.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Wrestling, a likable fella. Certainly nothing ordinary about him either. Some say his mind is still elsewhere, but this is a big opportunity for him to prove he is back on track.
Yeah, Gargano, American-made, but no Barry Seal, despite having his world turned upside down by Tommaso Ciampa. Gargano's intent on rising from the ashes of the DIY tag team without taking any shortcuts. He wants to show the NXT Universe the reason he is known as Johnny Wrestling. But I gotta say, Gargano has his hands full with Fabian Aichner here tonight.
There's no question about it. I mean, Aichner has packed on a few pounds, I would say, and a few good pounds of muscle since the Cruiserweight Classic. Doesn't seem to have lost any speed or agility, though, Mauro.
Let's keep in mind, Aichner can actually do it all. He has the power of a heavyweight, and he can move like a cruiserweight.
There's some nice technical wrestling.
Arm wringer by Aichner early. Looking to escape. Beautiful transition by Johnny Gargano right into the drop toe hold. Floats right over into that front face lock. So some good grappling on display early here as we anticipated. Aichner, just the second Italian-born superstar under WWE contract. The first, maybe you've heard of him, Bruno Sammartino.
1, 2, 3.
Gargano with the shoulders down of Aichner for a 2 count. Gargano with flying head scissors on Aichner. Beautiful standing drop kick executed by Johnny Wrestling, but it only results in a 1 count.
Drop kick hit Aichner right on the jawline.
Good innovation from Gargano, and that's what he always was known for. Did have some success as a singles competitor before he came to NXT, but has yet to follow up with it here.
Former NXT Tag Team Champion, but desperate to get back on track as a singles competitor. Aichner with the leapfrog. Aichner showing off his strength. The power slam by Next Level Fabian Aichner, as he continues to impress during the embryonic stages of his NXT career.
Let's see what he tries to do here. Oh.
Man, what a knife-edge chop from Johnny Gargano.
Oh!
Look at that raised Aichner's ire, causing him to make a mistake.
1, 2.
Wow, the strength of Aichner dropping Johnny Gargano across that unforgiving barricade. It's a war of attrition already on NXT.
Find what fits you at WWEshop.com. Tonight only, save 30% off orders. Use code SAVE30.
they just don't know what's in my heart and why I love you so. I love you, baby, like a miner love gold. But come on, baby, let the good time roll.
Fabian Aichner showcasing his brute strength. And speaking of Bruno Sammartino, a bear hug being employed here by the fellow Italiano. And really, Aichner just continues to showcase a versatility. 6 years in sports entertainment, and he is taking it to Johnny Gargano.
Well, that really is his strength, isn't it? It's everything in his game plan. Oh! Didn't plan for that, though.
Gargano with a back elbow avoids the attack of Fabian Aichner, and then the rolling kick to the face by Johnny Wrestling.
Just glanced off the shoulder first of all.
It's a critical moment here in this match for Mr. Johnny Wrestling.
He's had many critical moments in his career lately. Still really looking to bounce back mentally as much as anything else.
But Aichner rocked.
Full head of steam by Aichner. Oh! Slingshot spear by Johnny Gargano. That should be it. Oh, it's not. Wow.
Johnny Gargano has beaten a lot of men with that.
Including Riddick Moss recently, and there is a look of disbelief on the visage of Gargano, knowing that it did not put away Fabian Aichner.
Well, what he does here will show us a lot. Is his mind in the right place?
And it's all about adjustments, Nigel. The ability to make adjustments on the fly.
Absolutely. Things very rarely go the way you plan.
Forget about plan A and plan B. You've got to have a plan Z, and there was a plan that worked very well for Fabian Aichner. The high flying heavyweight double springboard lands on his feet. Slingshot DDT by Gargano. Will this be it for Johnny Wrestling? No!
Oh my goodness!
The resilience of Fabian Aichner.
Is that frustration on the face of Johnny Wrestling now? Take a look from the apron, flipping up and around, DDT! But just couldn't get the 3 count.
And while Fabian Aichner remains on the defensive, you have to think that his confidence is quietly growing, knowing that he's taken the best of Johnny Gargano and survived.
He's going to find a way to put away Fabian here.
He's looking for the lawn dart.
Looking for the lawn dart instead. Vicious forearm to the back by Aichner. Ooh. But Aichner runs right into a Gargano boot.
Too strong.
Wow, the strength of Aichner. Backbreaker. Oh, no! Matchbook cover! Aichner 1 count away from an upset on NXT.
And now it's Aichner who looks like he can't believe it.
Johnny Gargano is clearly as tough as they come.
Fabian Aichner continuing to impress the NXT Universe despite the chance of Johnny Wrestling. How can you not respect the efforts of Aichner?
Absolutely, I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Oh.
A little slow to follow up with anything of substance, though. Just throwing those punches to the lower abdomen.
Johnny Wrestling from a southpaw stance, but now on the receiving end of a triumvirate of European uppercuts from Aichner.
Couple of Stephen Wright uppercuts. Upper!
Trainer stand! Beautiful combination, culminating in the backbreaker, and again Fabian Aichner going all the way up. Right across the waiting knees of Johnny Gargano.
Now Aichner in trouble. Down he goes.
Step up enziguri by Gargano. Gargano looking for the Gargano escape. No, countered by Aichner. Abdominal stretch into the pinning predicament. Aichner beat Gargano. Aichner just defeated Johnny Gargano.
Fabian Aichner.
After what we saw from Fabian Aichner in the Cruiserweight Classic and in his NXT TV debut against Cassius Ohno, I don't want to say this is an upset, but Nigel, it's an upset.
To some extent, you are 100% right. A big win for the sensational Italian Aichner. But as much, I think it's a big loss for Johnny Gargano. Let's take a look how this went down early on in the match. Johnny looking really good. Hit that spear through the middle. He thought he'd won it. Just not enough. Later on in the match, he would try for the crossbody, get caught, and look at this absolutely vicious powerbomb. Matchbook cover. And somehow Gargano kicks out. And then finally, Gargano all the way around looking for that Gargano escape, but instead, look at this beautiful display of technical wrestling into the pinfall where he gets the 3 count. That's impressive.
The proving ground, the land of opportunity, Fabian Aichner making the most of his opportunity and recording a huge victory over Johnny Wrestling.
The land of opportunity indeed, Morrow. And tonight, the Authors of Pain have their opportunity to reclaim the NXT Tag Team Championships as they take on the always unpredictable Sanity in our main event.
Here's the contract. All right, let's make this official. Yes, certainly.
And speaking of huge main events, there you see it, the NXT champion Drew McIntyre signing the contract to make his match at TakeOver Houston official. When we come back, Andrade Cien Almas puts pen to paper as he and McIntyre come face to face next on NXT.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
You wish to be loved and adorned by many. You want to make a name for yourself. Come take over Houston. I will make sure that they never forget it. You wanted my attention. You have it.
Wow, the Velveteen Dream has gotten the attention of the mercurial Aleister Black. But Velveteen Dream may want to be careful what he wishes for, because at TakeOver Houston, Dream will have the biggest challenge of his career when he does battle with NXT's bellicose brawler.
2 weeks from this Saturday, the Velveteen Dream goes one-on-one with Aleister Black in H-Town. Tonight, NXT is presented by Mattel's all-new NXT action figures, available exclusively at Target. Well, earlier today, the crew at WWE.com caught up with the Street Profits who were admiring someone's sweet ride outside of Full Sail.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, go ahead. Get the camera. Get the camera. Get the camera. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Have you seen something like that?
Look at that. Look at that. It's a Maserati right there.
Hard work gets you, bro.
This is hard work right here. This is all hard work. One day, you'll be able to get this too. If you work hard enough. If you work hard enough, baby. That's how we rolling right here. That's the Street Profit way, dog. It's the prophecies of a prophet, baby. That's how we rolling. That's how we rolling. Hey, can we help you? You like our car?
What are you doing by our car?
What are you doing?
This y'all car?
Yeah.
This is y'all.
Yes,
our car.
This is y'all car.
Our car. What don't you understand?
You don't understand?
Step away.
We rich, elite, all that. Stat booster. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he got it like that, huh?
Yeah, they got elephant dollars. Okay, elephant dollars. All right.
Yeah.
I mean,
where you made that from? Men's Warehouse? No.
Yeah.
I want to know where I got this. We don't want to know how much.
That's a little. It's looking a little snug, bro.
No, tight, man. Tight, man. I'm big, you know what I'm saying?
You missing a button, bro. Missing a button. That's called custom.
Oh,
custom.
Hey, man. I know you guys got that. You got those fake little gold chains off the rack.
Fake, man.
I don't know anything about that.
My skin
Y'all
ain't green.
don't know anything about the car. I don't try on your chains. You guys step away from the car.
Stay away
okay?
from the car. See those gold shoes? nothing compared to this card. Step away.
All
Step away.
Y'all don't know what you're doing. I'll give you a break.
You know,
Enjoy the whip, man.
We invented
Enjoy
y'all's
the whip.
card.
So,
That's
come
what
on,
happens,
man.
man, when people get
Come on,
mad
bro.
when you work
Come on,
hard. They
Taz.
try to claim what you got.
Come on, Taz.
Let's go over and show you what
Ain't
else
nobody
we got.
worried about them, dog. Ain't nobody worried about them boys. Ain't nobody worried about them, fam.
Ladies and gentlemen, NXT Champion, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre's title reign began. Whoa! Andrade Cien Almas attacking the NXT champion Drew McIntyre.
Absolutely vicious, rabid attack by the man. Oh!
Adding insult to injury, Andrade Cien Almas signs the contract for his NXT Championship match at TakeOver Houston and then uses Zelina Vega's gum to stick it literally to the champ.
What a show of disrespect. It was McIntyre who came out looking to take the initiative, but instead, Andrade Cien Almas did it.
NXT is the next generation, and the next generation has arrived.
NXT, the future is now.
We are live at Full Sail University. Over the last year, NXT has grown into a major force. NXT is taking over.
You could be looking at some future Hall of Famers competing here tonight.
How impressive and how exciting the future of WWE is.
NXT redefined the sports entertainment landscape.
The future is now.
NXT, the future is now. Available now online or wherever books are sold.
I don't dance 'cause I want to. I dance 'cause I need to. I'm gonna take you in this room. Yeah, I need this more than you. I wanna see you.
Welcome back to NXT. Our ears are being serenaded by the tune Play, one of the official themes of NXT TakeOver Houston. It's by the band Marmozets, and it's available now on iTunes and Spotify. Well, despite the chaos before we went to break, the contract has been signed, and it is official. Drew McIntyre will defend the NXT Championship against Andrade Cien Almas at NXT TakeOver Houston.
But let's not forget about the NXT Women's Championship, as Kairi Sane, Ember Moon, Peyton Royce and Nikki Cross will do battle in a fatal four-way match to determine the new Women's Champion at TakeOver. And earlier today, our NXT cameras caught up with the iconic duo, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce.
I cannot believe you're not in my TakeOver match with me. You would be joking. You deserve that spot. Crazy Nikki just stole it from you. Stole it. Like, sure, I should be in there with you. I know, but instead I have to be in there with that pirate. Stupid little pirate. Grow up. Halloween was yesterday. Hello. Oh my gosh. I mean, come on, what is that? Hey, I've got a question for you. Are you going to the mall later on? Goodness, stupid pirate with no real ridiculous. Oh my God. Why is she pulling her elbow at me?
a not-so-subtle warning from NXT's Pirate Princess as Kairi Sane gets set to go one-on-one with Billie Kay next week, right here on NXT.
Well, darkness has fallen among the arena. Two members of that controlled chaos, otherwise known as Sanity, Eric Young and Alexander Wolf, heading down to defend those prestigious tag team titles.
NXT Tag Team Championship were won by Sanity at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. But tonight, Percy, we get to see the Authors of Pain get their contracted rematch.
Yeah, man, nothing but bad blood between these two outfits. And Authors of Pain feel like these tag team titles are rightfully theirs.
Of course, Sanity operating under Freebird rules. They are able to choose any two of the three, which makes it more difficult for any prospective tag team opponents.
Eric Young, a decorated superstar. Alexander Wolf winning his first NXT title.
If you talk about titles in NXT, you have to talk about these two behemoths. After losing those titles, we saw nothing of the Authors of Pain, but when they came back, boy did they make an impact. And precious Paul Ellering certainly has got them primed, certainly will have a game plan ready to enact.
Akam and Razor clearly ready to go, ready for battle.
Akam and Razor won the 2016 Dusty Rhodes Classic. At TakeOver San Antonio, they won the NXT Tag Team titles, defeating DIY. And of course, at TakeOver Brooklyn 3, they were supplanted by
The following
Sanity.
contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. At a combined weight of 615 pounds, Akam, Razor, the Authors of Pain. And their opponents, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Sanity.
And that's what it's all about, the NXT Tag Team Championships, currently in the possession of Sanity, tonight represented by Eric Young and Alexander Wolf.
Eric Young will have to be on point tonight. The Master Manipulator needs to be absolutely focusing on his A-game if he wants Sanity to walk out here with those tag team titles.
Gotta have a game plan, there's no question about that. And you've got to be honest though, it was because of Eric Young that they won the titles in the first place. Oh, right hand. Razor holding on for all he's worth. Smart, look at that, driving him back to his own corner, and now those knees, brutal knee strikes to the abdomen.
Authors of Pain hoping to join the revival as two-time NXT Tag Team Champions, Razor and Akam. Eric Young unloads a vicious right hand, and now in comes Alexander Wolf, the first German recruit of the WWE Performance Center. Started sports entertainment training at the tender age of 13, and there's some tandem offense from Sanity, covered by Young.
And that's what it's going to take by Sanity. Tag each other in and out, keep each other fresh, move quickly.
You're right there, Percy, tagging in, dividing that ring in half and keeping your opponent in your side of it.
Fresh tags! And a fresh running European uppercut by Wolf.
Wow, look at that. Great eyes, great awareness. Oh, wait, I spoke too soon.
Graham carry. Oh! Death Valley driver right into the turnbuckles.
There's that power game of AOP.
Strong, strong strikes.
Cover.
I mean, clearly AOP is out to hurt Sanity.
Look at that face. Look of disdain on the face of Akam.
You almost get the feeling that Akam and Razor are enjoying what they're doing, dispatching some much-needed retribution to the team that took away their titles.
I can't see from my vantage point. I don't see the erudite Paul Ellering down at ringside. I guarantee you he has certainly schooled both these individuals with a game plan. But what happens if that game plan has to change?
Well, we talked about the crisp teamwork of Sanity. We're seeing it on the part of AOP right now as they keep Wolf in the wrong corner.
Ellering's got a lot of confidence in AOP. Believe me, if he's not present, it's by design.
Cover here. Wolf able to kick out. Akam again now employing that rear chinlock on Alexander Wolf. Can the Authors of Pain become two-time NXT Tag Team Champions?
Beat heard, beat seen, like Dolph, like Dean. No guts, no glory, one shot, one story. Be you, like now, no time, one run. Be like no one. Rated T for teen.
NXT Tag Team Championship up for grabs. The champ Sanity in trouble here against former champions Authors of Pain.
Wolf there desperately flailing to try and make the tag to Eric Young, but not even close. Oh, front face lock, guillotine. Look at the way he drives his hip forward, trying to apply pressure to the carotid artery.
Trained in mixed martial arts, Razor won his first NXT Tag Team title when he was just 22 and a half years old, the youngest tag team champion in NXT history.
Could have a submission here, Mauro. Look at that.
Now arm in guillotine.
Wolf might be out. Look at him.
He's dropped to his knees. Now he's fighting back. Razor must have loosened up that hold.
Tag is made. The power of Razor Akam to the second turnbuckle. Oh! Wolf crashes down to the canvas. Cover, hook the leg, and a 2 count for the Authors of Pain.
Authors of Pain can't be lax, so they have to stay on top of Wolf.
NXT Sandia!
And he's not listening to me, is he? taking his time, allowing Wolf to crawl even closer.
Razor comes back in and delivers a right hand to Alexander Wolf, who is in desperate need to make a tag to Eric Young.
AOP needs to stay on center. You need to smother him. Take the air away from him.
What they need to try and do is beat Alexander Wolf now.
Oh! And there's a malfunction at the junction in the center of the ring as both Sanity and AOP members down. Referee administering while looking at both of them. They have a 10 count to get back up to their feet, and the tag is made on both ends of the ring. Here's Young. Here's Akam. Oh! Young flattening both members of the Authors of Pain.
The fury of Eric Young.
Allowing Young to make that tag was a disaster for AOP.
Tip up by Young. Oh! Jumping neck breaker by Young.
Perfectly timed, and Young will go to the top.
Wolf, German suplex on Razor.
Wow.
Eric Young's going for it.
Diving elbow drop right into the sternum of Akam. Is it enough?
Just couldn't get enough body weight across the shoulders.
But that's what it takes. You gotta lay it all on the line when it comes to the tag team championships.
Tag made Alexander Wolf on Eric Young, and Wolf from the top turnbuckle.
Oh, and their axed man cutting him down.
And Sanity, cohesive unit here tonight. Quick tag made. Eric Young, the legal man. Belly to back suplex with the neck breaker by Young, and the NXT Tag Team Champions retain the titles there, but Young in trouble. Wolf.
Oh, Wolf in trouble. Oh, Razor stunned. Young down. This is breaking down.
It was a battle for the ages at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. We're in the midst of another one here.
Super Collider.
AOP on the verge of becoming two-time NXT Tag Team Champions.
Whoa! Last chapter. Pin the man.
This has got to be it right here.
What the Undisputed Era have interjected. The bell goes, and it's chaos in the NXT ring. Authors of Pain were on the verge of becoming two-time NXT Tag Team Champions before they were rudely interrupted by the Undisputed Era.
For the second time, the Undisputed Era essentially have cost the AOP those tag team titles. And look how they function together as a group. Oh, wait a second. Killian Dane erupts.
Dane, the third member of Sanity, in to help his fellow team members, but it's the Undisputed Era one step ahead.
Again, pack mentality. Shoulder into the ring post.
The number's just too much for even the likes of Killian Dane.
This is why the Era is so dangerous, because they work together so well.
Goldfish O'Reilly continuing to wreak havoc here in NXT. Here comes Roderick Strong.
What does this mean?
Roderick Strong joining the Undisputed Era.
Yes!
What you mean, yes, he can do better without the Undisputed Era.
And then there were four.
The numbers even greater in favor of the Undisputed Era as Roderick Strong has joined them.
Oh! What? That's what I'm talking about.
Roderick Strong attacking Adam Cole, and now he's on the receiving end of a beatdown from Fish and O'Reilly.
Oh, what a mistake in my book from Roderick Strong.
Not at all. Roderick Strong is better than that.
The Authors of Pain now helping out Roderick Strong. It's bedlam. It's chaos. The only thing I know right now is that Sanity retained the NXT Tag Team titles and...
Now this situation has become utter madness, but we will have order, and this is how it will be instituted. At TakeOver Houston, it will be Sanity versus the Undisputed Era versus the team of the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong in a triple threat match.
Wow.
Oh my.
This won't be any normal triple threat match though. There's only one match to contain this chaos. One match so brutal that it hasn't been seen in 20 years. At TakeOver Houston, these three teams will be in 2 rings. In 1 cage. In War Games.
What?
Oh my.
Mamma mia! NXT General Manager William Regal dropping the hammer. 3 teams, 2 rings, and 1 unforgiving cage. For the first time in NXT history, Houston, we have a War Games.